Namaste to one and all. Today's our topic is agriculture. How agriculture can be related to art integration. Here we can see that not about the product we are relating, we have to focus on how the crops can be cultivated. What is the art of cultivation? That is important in art integrated learning of agriculture. So how the crops can be grown, how fruits can be grown. So the cultivation, the art of, you have studied the different types of cultivation. That is subsistence farming, intensive cultivation, mixer farming, etc. Kharif crops, rabi crops, etc. It is focusing on a particular type of system, particular type of cultivation. And nowadays we can see that we are focusing on organic agriculture instead of chemical fertilizers. So how the cultivation takes place, at what time it takes place, that is important. So how the crops are raised from farm, that is about agriculture. So let us see the major forms of crops, that is Kharif crops and Rabi crops. About agriculture, several doubts about Kharif crops and Rabi crops, and I thought to take this one and connecting to the Himachal Pradesh. And what about the Kharif crops? That is, these crops are also known as monsoon crops. Kharif crops are known as monsoon crops or autumn crops. Why? This because it is sown in the month of June and harvested most often September, October. So in the June month we can see that India is having starting of monsoon, and during that time we can see that the monsoon crop is cultivated, that we call it as Kharif. So rainy season, the land will be flexed with the land will be mixed with enough water and water locking there, and there the water that area, the farmland will be plowed, that is loosening the soil, plowing will take place, leveling will take place. After all, the transplantation of the seeds, transplantation of the plants will be taken place, and this is how rice, maize, millets, among millets we can see that bajra, jawar, ragi, etc. there, and arha, pulses, soybean, groundnut, cotton, all these are Kharif crops. So during the rainy season, most often these seeds are sowed in the field and it is harvested about September, October. Almost the rain may be withdrawal of the monsoon will take place, and this is also known as an autumn crop, that is, and it will be taking place in July to November. And here we can see that how it is, you can see that alluvial soil which is best for the rice, and there you know that some water we needed for the growth of the crop. After all, only during the harvesting season we can see that we needed more sunlight, higher temperature we needed. So you keep in mind is rainy season, and that is through the visual arts, the 3-dimensional or 2-dimensional visual arts, you keep in mind what will happen to the Kharif crop. This is so in Himachal Pradesh we can see the rice and maize are grown in Himachal Pradesh, and as it is moving to the Rabi crop, it is sown in winter and harvested in spring. Sown in winter and harvested in spring. Spring season we can see that seeds started in the winter. So you can see that those areas affected by winter more, that is more snowy climate condition are there. We can see most often the seeds and the roots may be submerged into the soil, and after all when the winter lasts, when the ice and snow moves around there, you can see that it starts to spread up, it starts to grow up. And so we can see that is a spring season, and here we can see wheat, barley, oats, linseed, mustard, etc. are the major Rabi crops. And how it grow without rain, we can see that earlier, because of the earlier rain, the water may percolated into that land, into the ground, and from that water you can see that this plants will grow, and along with that the irrigation will also maybe used in the rabi crop. So most often the dry season, dry area may be there. That way we can see that the cultivation will take place. And here in the kharif crop we can see that not the transplantation alone, sometimes that the seeds may be sowed into that particular farmland. Two types we can do, some drier area, some other area we can sow the seeds, and after we can pluck it and we can plant it. That is a transplantation. So when the transplantation takes, most often that it may be in a correct proportion, the plants may be planted there, and here we can see the rabi crop. Most often it is in the drier season, and it is harvested in the spring. Here in Himachal Pradesh, wheat and barley are the major rabi crops. And when we say about agriculture, the kharif and rabi crops according to the seasons, we can see here most often by June, September, several harvesting festivals are associated with our country. And here also in the autumn crop, rabi crop also, they are also associated with some festivals. And here I want to tell about something more about the forms of agriculture. We know the subsistence farming is there, intensive cultivation is there, and here we can see another is that mixed farming. Mixed farming means raising of crops, is growing of crops, and also the raising of livestock. Livestock means the domesticated animals. So growing crops in that form, not that may be used for not only crops but also the raising of livestock. Livestock means domesticated animals. Why people domesticate animals? Most of the reason is that it is for the meat, fish, egg, wool, dairy farming, etc. And that is the egg, that the poultry farming, the cattle, sheep, goats, etc. may be domesticated. And so when all this come together in particular area, that is mixed farming, we can see that all this come under there. You can see that here we can see that there may be a pond where the fish will be there. They may be, you can see the fish will be there. And there we can see another enough crops will be there, coconuts will be there, and other way we can see that the rice or paddy or maize will be there. So like that, all these things together in an area, that we call it as mixed farming. Mixed farming is also very important because that it is associating with several. Suppose we are starting the crop, that is agriculture. For that purpose we need a fertilizer. As fertilizer you can say we can use cow dung. So one may be interrelated to another. Growth of one section may be related to or depending upon another section. So that way you can see that mixed farming is a very good idea in the modern form of agriculture. Using organic farming nowadays, instead of chemical fertilizers, we are using organic farming. And let us see what type of farming is done in Himachal Pradesh. Let us see agriculture in Himachal Pradesh. Here we can say how the cereals or pulses or fruits and vegetables are grown here. For this purpose, now we can say different agroclimatic zones are there. So 4 different categories of climatic zones have been created in Himachal Pradesh. According to that, 4 are there. There is low hills. In the low hills, that is elevation is less. There we can see that is known as subtropical zone. And little more highly elevated area, we can see that mid hills, that is subhumid zone. Then again elevated area, see that height, that is high temperate wet zone. Then again at the top, high temperate dry zone. So according to the temperature, and according to the rainfall, according to the humidity, according to the snowfall, we can see that the different crops can only grow. All crops are, all vegetables cannot grow in all climatic conditions. Special climatic conditions are needed for the growth of certain vegetables, fruits, and cereals. So here we can see that what happened the low hill or subtropical zone. Here we can see that the traditional farming like cereals, vegetables, fruits, etc. can be grown. That is in the low hill area where the raising of these vegetables and cereals are good at this low hill area. That is most often the plains, not that much plain area anyway, that area. In the mid hill zones, you can say subhumid zone, livestock based mixer farming. Livestock based mixer farming is good. And that is mixer farming, you know, already I told you what is mixer farming. Mixer farming means the growing of crops along with the raising of livestock. And another one is that is high temperate wet zone, vegetable based farming. Vegetable based farming is good. And fourth one, that is high temperate dry zone. In the high temperate dry zone, fruit based farming is good. So this way they are focusing on traditional farming, livestock based farming, then vegetable based farming, and fruit based farming. So this is how they are focusing regarding mixer farming. When the livestock are there, cows, buffaloes, sheep, goats, even horses we can see there. And here we can see that several fruits are there, and you can see the fruit bowl of India, that is Uttarakhand. And here we can see apple, mango, lychee, guava, papaya, grapes, jackfruits, bananas, several fruits are grown in Himachal Pradesh. Now we can see what about these all are according to the queries what I am getting. And now we can see what about the COVID condition of Himachal Pradesh from March onwards. Yes, let us see. Cases of Himachal Pradesh. The COVID cases were reported first in March. On March 15th, the COVID persons 26. Then April 15th, 1,118. May 15th, 3,967. Then June 15th, 11,502. On July 15th, 29,429. August 15th, 65,002. Then September 15th, 83,809. Then October 15th, 67,708 persons were affected, and November it started to fall, that is 41,100. Here we can see that the highest number marked on 25th September, that is 94,372 persons are affected. So that is about the picture of COVID affected people of Himachal Pradesh. Thank you.